Hello, friends. We're going to talk about a watch today. Just a standard watch. Why is it important? So, we could sit here all day and I could tell you 1,000 reasons why you need a watch, but we'll just go over some quick tips. Some of those would be medicine. Some of you that if you're in an emergency type situation, you need to be able to know what time you took your last pill, when you need to take another one, or if you're hiking or whatever and you get injured, you need to be able to take the proper dosage at the proper time. You know, you don't want to overdose yourself. You don't want to make yourself sick, because then you could really make things a lot worse for you. I prefer these, just a standard regular one that is waterproof. It does have a little timer on there and a couple other features, but just a standard one, $20, $30 watch. It's a Casio brand, would do you just fine. I prefer these over a smartwatch. Obviously the battery life in this is hundreds of times longer than a smartwatch. Smartwatch also, if the grid goes down or has no service, how good is that watch to you now? Another good quick tip would be for radio. If you guys have been watching my videos and you saw that I did the radio video, the last one I did, if you're on some type of time schedule to be able to talk with your unit, you need a watch to be able to figure out what times those are. Also, you can leave a message for someone if you were leaving to go to, place B. You got an A, B, and C place. Well, you're going to place B. You're leaving. You can leave them a note saying, "Hey, we went to place B. We left at this date and this time." So when they show up, oh, it's been 3 hours since they left yesterday. Surely they'd be there by now. Or if you need to tell your family, "Hey, if I'm not back in 2 hours, you need to leave. You need to go and head on over to Plan B," right? And the only way they're going to know that is if they have a watch, right? So there's just a couple quick tips, and like I said, I could sit here and forever and a day go on about why it's important and everything else, but just a couple quick tips just to keep it short. That's kind of what's going on. Last but not least, I would say that the last thing I'll talk about real quick is we as humans don't have a good perception of time. That's why we need a watch as well. There's times when things aren't so great. Say your phone's dead or you don't have any service and you're waiting in line. That 15 minutes seems like an hour, right? Seems forever. When things aren't so good and you can't stimulate your brain by staring at your phone, time drags on. There's times too, when you're having fun and things are going great, you're just moving and moving, just going on. All of a sudden, 5 hours went by and you're like, wow, that's pretty crazy. I can't believe 5 hours has already been gone. So, and how do you know 5 hours went by? You had a watch. So it's a good way. A watch may not solve all your problems, but it'll definitely kind of help guide you and lead you into a way to be able to handle certain situations. Believe it or not, we value time a lot. So we'll leave it at that, guys. $30 Casio watch. Make sure it's waterproof. That's pretty much it, guys. We'll see you in the next one, and take care.